A very pleasant Monday, VATSIM Monday, AVF Monday. Are you excited? Welcome to 29 Palms. And we've got this, I don't know who that is, hovering above us in a poorly model matched, must be an X-plane thing. But as you can see, we have several people on the ground. Looks like this could be quite a flight as we attempt. Really, there's a couple things we're trying to do tonight. Number one is we're trying to test out and make sure the new audio for VATSIM works, and hopefully we won't overload the system and cause all things to come to a catastrophic halt. But really, the main reason that we're here is we're here to help our friend Rob from Slant Alpha Adventures on Twitch TV break the Catalina curse. I am unofficially being told this is attempt number 6 for Rob into Catalina, and he's tried it from multiple airports on multiple nights. Oh, there's somebody else popping in there. So yeah, we figure if we show up and in force, maybe in mass, then maybe we'll be able to help lead the way here into Catalina. Okay, so on a little side note, I'm also hoping I remember how to start this plane, but before I do, I wanted to just show you this wonderful vintage Western Airlines livery. It took blood, sweat, and tears to get that thing set up, but I finally was able to, and so happy to fly it. I will be November 5563 this evening if you're flying along with us, and I think we'll have a bunch of people that are flying along with us. Sounds like Downwind Sim may be getting ready to go here, hopefully. Oh, he gave me a little heads up to the graphics still. Yeah, I'm trying to slide in with a little voice, then take the graphic off, then pause the music, and yeah, I don't do a great job really of any of it. So, okay, I'm seeing 7 people so far, and I think, boy, just going back to Slant Alpha's original post here, Agent Bravo 7, Trail Door, Ken Pryor, let's see, who else? Maybe Northwest Orient. I'm trying to just scroll back through the discussion thread here. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Hopefully Downwind Sim. Boy, who else? Yeah, that, I don't know, but I'm seeing 7 folks, and so it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to get things fired up here momentarily. Let me show you the route that we are planning on flying today. This is, I think, thanks to Agent Bravo 7 for putting this together. Here we are at 29 Palms. We'll be using the 29 Palms VOR outbound 231 down to Palm Springs, and then westbound to Paradise, and from Paradise over here to Los Alamitos, and if all goes well, next stop Santa Catalina. We probably, before we do anything, should check, and I'm going to be the guy that jinxes it, I know, but yeah, right now at current position it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, 81 degrees, and so fingers crossed, because might not be so beautiful here. Let me see. Oh, I lost my flight plan. Just a second here. Just a second. Closed a window I shouldn't have closed. Let's see. KAVX. And ooh. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Our hovering CRJ is. Do we have somebody in a helicopter, perhaps? I know Trail Door said that he is a helo guy, so maybe he's rocking and rolling, and that's what we see there. I don't have necessarily the best model matching when it comes to everything. It does a pretty good job. The guys at Boston Virtual provided it for me, and I think he must be a helo. I don't have my texts on there. I would see, but the way he's moving around, I think that's what it is. And I've heard him visiting a little bit with Slant Alpha, saying he'd love to bring one of his helicopters along for the ride. So that'd be actually be kind of cool. But it's a little disappointing that we're not seeing that as a helicopter, because I think that'd be really, really cool. All right. So anyhow, back to this. The main challenge that I'm seeing for me is right here. This 13,000. That's an altitude issue. So I need to get to 12,000 here to be able to safely, legally progress along the Victor 370. So sometimes that can be a real push for this airplane, and I'm a little bit worried about that. So I may have to make several little 360s here, or I don't know, right there you have this little area where you can fly a holding pattern until you're up to you have to be at least up to 8,000 before you can progress along this section. So we're gonna see, I guess, what that looks like, and I'm actually hoping that somebody gets online here and gives me a little bit of assistance, because I'm not 100% sure exactly how that's going to go. So just a couple of folks that you might be interested in checking out again. Agent Bravo 7 has a very, very good stream. I'm just checking to see. Oh, she's got some scenery and everything. That's awesome. Of course, Slant Alpha Adventures, he's the man of the hour. And let's see, who else? I don't know if I have anybody else friended here, but I'm sure Trail Door maybe has somebody or a Twitch stream to check out. Downwind Sim, if he jumps on there, he's somebody that's worth checking out. And so anyway, stop by, see my friends, support their channel. It's a lot of fun. Ooh, I think we just lost Rob, Slant Alpha, the man of the hour. So that's not good. But I do know he's attempting to still configure his Swift pilot client, and so that might just take a second for him to do that. Just a quick look at the VATSIM world. As you might expect, there's quite a bit going on tonight. I think there's a lot of excitement, and rightly so, for this new audio for VATSIM pilot client. And we have some folks over here, Europe, even down here, Indonesia. Boy, it's late there. I tell you what, wow. Late. A little bit of action down there in Australia. Of course, as you might expect, some European action. Casablanca, nice. Oceanic, Gander, and oh heck, I don't remember what that is. Anyway, oh boy, now I've lost some. Whoever that helicopter was, I think he was providing a little bit of. He was enhancing the audio, as Mikey McBride would say on Plane Savers. But then look at the U.S. boy, the entire East Coast lit up. Look at all the traffic, man. This is awesome. Most of the Midwest here, and then out here we even have some West Coast action. Of course, we're down here, not much going on, but that really is not that big of a deal anymore, because we're able to use any frequency that is available. And for us, I think right now most of us are on just Unicom 122.8, which is appropriate because I believe 29 Palms is an uncontrolled airport, and so we'll be utilizing that, like I say, quite a bit today, and that's going to be, again, just a lot of fun to mess around with, and I'm sure I'm going to make tons of mistakes, and but that's okay. That's part of the part of the learning experience. So I do see Agent Bravo 7 is up and running. I don't see, though, unfortunately, that Slant Alpha is ready to go just yet. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to just get things going. And just there's a lot of stuff that I have barely I powered this bird up. I turned on the Unicom. I did a mic check. Somebody responded to me, and that's as far as I've gotten with the new audio for VATSIM. So I have no idea how this is going to go, but we're going to just have some fun with it. So let's see here. A couple quick checks. I think there's a fair amount of beach barons here, and then I don't know what else. I'm expecting a couple of DC-3s. I think I tried to talk Al South into joining us too. He's another guy that is fun to have along. So hopefully he'll be able to join us as well. But all right, enough chit chat. I think it's ready to go, or we're ready to go. So parking brake is set. Doors are closed. We're going to turn the battery on. GPU is, yeah, we don't have a GPU here. Generators, those are on. Turn our beacon on. Turn our nav lights on. We will put the cabin signs on and the no smoking. Ignition master will come on. Let's see, the mags are, right now they are off. We are going to check. I think we're pretty well fully fueled here, which is actually not a great thing with the fact that I've got to climb so much. Yeah, we're totally fully fueled here. I'm going to do this since I don't have that fancy slider that all you X-Plane guys have. I'm going to just do it this way. This is only an hour flight, so we do not need quite so much in terms of our fuel, and that'll help us with the climb. There we go. So 50% roughly in everything. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Did I get all my cabin signs turned on? I thought I did. Oh, fasten seatbelt needs to come on as well. I don't need cabin lights. Sorry. Fuel selector. We're going to go left main and right main. Those are on. Carb heat is cold. Those are right there. Trim is 0. Yep. Cowl flaps are open. They are, I believe they are open. Yep, open. And then we need to crack the throttle. Ooh, something I need to do is this. All right, we're going to crack the throttle. I need to pull my mixture levers back here to idle cutoff. Okay. Prop levers can go fully forward. And our flight controls, full right, full left, full back, full forward, rudder right, rudder left, hide the menu bar. Okay, before start checklist is complete. And let's see, I think we're, again, I'm trying to hang a little bit here, but you know what, if I'm first guy down, oh no, streaming software issues for Slant Alpha. The curse has struck again. No, 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 no. Oh man. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed and I'll say a little prayer for him. Hopefully he'll be able to join us. All right. In the meantime, we're a long way from being in the air ourselves. Okay, fuel pumps are on. Starter is engaged. We're gonna, oh boy, we're really spinning here. Holy cow. Mags are on. Mixture. Well, that's already auto. That flew up to auto rich. How'd that happen? Okay, primer. That's a good sound, my friends. Means we're rolling. Yeah. So what downwind is talking about, by the way, if you haven't heard, in the previous 5 attempts, something has happened to Slant Alpha, and it's been weather, or I don't know if he's had trouble with his aircraft or exactly what, but he's failed to make it. And the last attempt he actually had, he received a call like partway through, and his wife had like a car breakdown or something, and he had to end the stream and go take care of her, obviously. So it really, we joke about the curse, but it's I don't know, man, he is snake bit. Okay, mags coming on. Mixture to auto rich and primer. There we go. We got number 2 and number 1 turning. Well, keep me posted, downwind. I'm trying to check the Discord here and see if I can get any updates, but yeah, that's not a good deal. All right. To go ahead and turn our radio master and our inverters on.
We'll make it anyway for a while.
Hey, there we go. There's some Unicom. That's cool. Fuel pump's coming off. And mixture is auto rich. Maybe almost. That's pretty close, I think. Don't have any wheel chocks on. So we just need to kind of figure out how we're going to get the heck out of here, because we're a little bit boxed in here, if I'm honest. If you take a look, we got a guy right there, and we have a bush right there. We'll just make a call. And actually, before we make any kind of a call, let's give a quick check on the weather again. I am unfamiliar. This is my first time at Catalina, or excuse me, 29 Palms, so I am completely unsure about where we need to go, what we need to do, what's the runway situation. It looks like we are 141 at 4, so let's just look. It looks like, okay, runway 8 or runway 26, so it looks like we'll be using runway 26. Oh, we actually do have runway 17 that we could use. So I'm guessing we're kind of right in this area here, and we need to taxi, we need to cross runway 26 over to runway 17. So I'm going to just say we're pushing. So here's where I don't know. Do you make a call when you're pushing back? I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be the over-the-top Unicom guy, probably. Just make sure that's where we want to go. I do think that is... Okay, I got to cheat a little bit downwind sim binoculars, since this is a... Okay, we do have runway 17. Alright. There's no way I can make that turn. So we're going to go ahead and push. .29 Palms traffic, November 5563. We'll be pushing back. 29 Palms. Technically, I don't believe that they did push back with these birds, but we're going to do it anyway. What the heck. Because the one thing you can't do in this plane is you can't idle the engines. That's when it gets, that's when it can get ugly in a hurry. So we're gonna just be looking here. That's probably about enough. I think our tail's in the dirt already. I think we can make that turn. And alright, I do need to, before we go any further, again, we're looking for 12,000. We are looking for, we're going to be using the 29 Palms 1420 outbound VOR here. So let's tune that in. 1420. Oh, you know what? I made that call and I have my radio off. Nobody heard me. 1420 is tuned in there, and we will be outbound on a, let's see, what is that? 231 if I can actually get it. 231 outbound. I have to get to 8,000 to get on that airway though, so I'm gonna do my best here. Alright, so before takeoff, oh, I don't have to worry about that quite yet. Heading will be probably runway heading, at least to start. And I think I'm going to maybe turn and make left departure to the 29 Palms VOR, climb up, see if we can get ourselves up to 8,000. I don't know if that's exactly the right way to go, but that is the way we're going to progress. See anybody else either way. Alright, so let's make that call. See what transpires. Twenty-nine Palms traffic, Douglas, November 5563. We'll be taxiing runway 17, 29 Palms. And oops. See if we can get her spun around here. Again, this is
29 Palms traffic, 1873 kilo, radio check.
This is November 569, Papa Charlie, we read you 555.
Sweet. Hope they had me also.
Sounding good, 73 kilo.
Alright, so over there is our runway 17. Rid of my checklist here because that's just extra traffic or extra stuff on the screen.
29 Palms traffic, 569 Papa Charlie, hover taxi to 18, whatever it is. Oh wait.
Yep, so that's trail door. I think he's in a, oh boy, can I even take off here? Holy cow, what the? Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to make a hard left-hand turn. Some local course knowledge would have been nice here.
29 Palms traffic, Cessna.
Gosh, I'm missing every...
0 Charlie Romeo, radio check.
555, tell me for November 310 Lima.
555, November 569 Papa Charlie.
Loud and clear, Cessna 0 Charlie Romeo. That was a nice multiple book.
29 Palms traffic, Douglas 5563. We're crossing runway 26. 29 Palms. 26, I think that's 26. I have default scenery if you're watching at home. Alright, so what in the heck do I have? Has somebody crashed at the end of the runway there? Look at that smoke. That is wild. Forgive my poor taxiing, I am not doing very well here, guys. In 29 Palms traffic, Douglas 5563. We're short of runway 17. We'll be departing, making left traffic, climbing to altitude at 29 Palms VOR. Alright, here we go.
Alright, well, I'm at the airport, and I'm connected on Xpilot, but I don't see you folks here, so.
That's no good. Xpilot, I think, is going to be pretty cool.
This Xpilot has a few bugs.
Alright, here we go. Flaps at a quarter.
569 Papa Charlie. We're signing up. We wish you guys fun. We'll watch on the Twitch if it comes up.
Trim is set. Landing lights are on. Fuel pump is... Boost pumps are going to come on. Tail wheel is locked. First officer is not happy. Alright, here we go. We're going to hope to not become whatever's down there burning. That will be just fine. Famous last words. That's the weirdest thing I've seen in flight sim. Oh, just some dudes having like a barbecue or something, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we are up. .29 Palms traffic, November 5563. We're turning left, climbing through 1000. 29 Palms traffic. Turning, I should have said 090. Turning eastbound, that's probably would have even been better. Oh, I have something turned on that I don't want down here. I'll mess with that later. Gears up. Flaps up.
29 Palms traffic, Duke 1873 Kilo taxiing runway 17 for closed traffic, 29 Palms.
Alright, so now it's time to start our climb. We're making pretty good power here. Bring things back just a little bit, and yes, I will turn off the beacon. I promise. Cylinder heads are getting a little warmish. Autopilot's on, heading set. Just time to climb, climb, climb. Heading right now toward, should be heading toward the 29 Palm VOR, which is about 9 miles away from where we are. And let's see if we can figure out. I'll have ident on it. I just need voice. Voice. That comm doesn't come on. That needs to be on. Alright. That cylinder head is plenty warm still. Climbing through 3,000.
29 Palms traffic, Duke 73 Kilo crossing runway 26, 29 Palms.
Like I said, I was going to climb, or I was climbing out of 1,500. Should have been 2,500. I believe that is that's the altitude here. Yeah, sorry, 1,500. I was correct. Well, no, the altitude actually is 1,800, so that was incorrect. So slowly but surely. Yep, see, here's the problem. Because we just sometimes have a hard time. We're down to 80 right now. That's just not doable.
29 Palms traffic, 1873 kilo, departing runway 17 left, close traffic, 29 Palms.
So he's just going to stay right there to close traffic and probably climb to altitude. I'm trying to figure out who that is exactly. Oh, we do have, all right, we have some ATC now. We have LA Center and Oakland Center both online. So LA Center would be what we're talking to. So that's pretty cool. Okay, in the meantime, we've got to make some power here and get some speed because we're only at 4,000 and climbing ever so slowly, but our
29 Palms traffic, Diamond, November 31, Sierra Lima taxi to runway 17, cross 26, November, 29 Palms.
29 Palms traffic, Twin Cessna 0 Charlie Romeo, taxi behind the Diamond for the run-up before runway 17.
nice.
29 Palms.
How great does that sound, guys? I'm telling you what. One thing I'm noticing also is that it's slightly muting, or not muting, but slightly lowering the volume of my engine sounds, which that's a little bit different, but that's okay right now. We're to 5,000. Like I said, we have to get to 8,000 to be able to pull this off. There's 5,000, and again, now we're making some pretty good power. So we'll just nudge it up. We don't want to get too carried away here, but you know, if we're already over 160, then
29 Palms traffic, 273 kilo, on left downwind, runway 17.
all right. Downwind says everything sounds good right now. I'm loving it. I am totally loving it. Might have just blown right by the VOR, so that's okay. So we're going to turn. Let's see. This is we're heading east. So we're going to just turn it back around. And we're going to hold in the at the VOR here, and this is what I'm looking at. So we've flown out here, and here's this little holding pattern that we can be in until we get up to altitude, and then we head out on the Victor 370. But I'm not going to do that until I'm up to
29 Palms traffic, 3 kilo, turning left base, 17, 29 Palms.
At least 8,000. We'll get up that high, and then we'll continue our climb to 12,000.
29 Palms traffic, Diamond, November 31, Sierra Lima, holding short, 17, 29 Palms.
Don't go off the cliff, yeah. So, am I going to be able to stop this at Catalina? That's the $100 question, my man. I don't know. I do not know. But let's worry about that. Let's get there first, and then we'll worry about that. Oh dear.
569, Papa Charlie, hover taxi to the active.
All right, so now we're actually heading back toward the airfield. That's right down there. We're not going to go that close though. We're going to do a 1 minute holding pattern, and we got 1,000 to go here. We're just about ready. I think actually we may just join the Victor 231, or excuse me, the Victor 370 It's an outbound 231 heading that we need. Let me spin that around here and let's make that happen. Outbound 231. Right there-ish. So I do need to come around here to, you know, probably about,
29 Palm traffic, 569, Papa Charlie, holding short, runway
I'm
26.
going to say about see where 250 takes us. All right, so
Looks like we're going to line up the wait, ladies and gentlemen.
here comes the, oh, wait a second. Maybe I had that backwards there in my...
29 Palms traffic, 273 Kilo, clear runway 17, taxing back, 29 Palms.
29 Palms traffic, November 31 Sierra Lima, line up and depart runway 17, 29 Palms.
Still have quite high in terms of my temperature.
29 Palms traffic, Twin
Let's
Cessna,
level out here a little
0
bit.
Charlie Romeo, taxiing and holding short behind the diamond, runway 17, 29 Palms.
Palms traffic, Douglas 5563. We're crossing over the airfield at 9,000. We'll join the Victor 370 to the southwest. 29 Palms. All right, speed is getting a little bit low. Oops, and I missed my, I wasn't paying attention. I went through the actual outbound radial there. So let me come around to about 215. We need 231.
29 Palms traffic, Diamond November 31 Sierra Lima, departing on a right crosswind departure to the west, 29 Palms.
And I am actually happy with our climb rate right now.
Twin Cessna, 0 Charlie Romeo, taking off runway 17 for left close traffic, 29 Palms.
So we should be able to engage the nav lock, and with any luck it'll hold us on that. No, it's not going to, darn it. This
29 Palms
This
traffic.
guy just flipped all the way around on us, darn it.
69 Papa Charlie, Bell 429.
So sometimes this is a little bit glitchy. So I want it to be the outbound.
29 Palms 273 Kilo, has a helicopter in sight, we'll let you go ahead.
Oh, and I think maybe I...
Thank you. 569.
Alright, you know what we're going to do is this. We're going to tune in Palm Springs. It's only 21 miles away. I'm having some trouble with the outbound, which sometimes I do. User error, I'm sure. So we're going to go 15.5 for that nav frequency. Alright, that's coming into play. We are going to...
29 Palms traffic,
There we go, Palm Springs. We're going to lock that in. It'll make a small adjustments here.
Wind for left cross traffic, 29 Palms.
29 Palms, 569.
Speed's 120, that's pretty good.
Runway 17 for left close traffic.
But I do have a warm cylinder head, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring power and manifold pressure, I should say the RPM and the manifold pressure back just a little bit here See if I can't cool that off. We're only climbing at 200 feet per minute right now. We'll bump that up to 500. Now that temperature's coming down nicely.
29 pounds traffic, twin Cessna 0 Charlie Romeo.
27
turning,
miles.
Left downwind for runway 17.
Alright, so
41
here's what we
pounds.
did. Again, we came out, we departed 17, we took this left-hand turn, we came over to the VOR, we didn't even really do one hold, complete hold, we just did a little turnaround, and then we intercepted the Victor 370 here on the 231, and we're already up past 10,000, so we're doing good, which, by the way, it's time to break out your supplemental oxygen. So reach behind you in the compartment beneath your feet and grab your downwind sim oxygen bottle. Downwind Sim, the official outfitter of all things aviation related on the Melvin Leroy channel.
Runway 17 has traffic turning crosswind in sight and the traffic on downwind in sight. 29 miles.
Now that's pretty cool. And what's good about this for a guy like me is listening to people that are good in terms of their phraseology.
29 pounds, 569, turning left, downwind, runway 17.
I don't normally do this, but I want to see if I can see any of this traffic.
29 pounds traffic, twin Cessna 0 Charlie Romeo, turning left base for runway 17, full stop, 29 pounds.
Oh, so they're just flying traffic patterns down there right now. They're giving me a head start, and I'm glad to take it.
29 Palms traffic, Baron 334, correction, Baron 119er, Kilo Papa, taxi, runway 17 from east parking, 29 Palms.
29 Palms traffic, except 3 kilo, turning left crosswind 17, 29 Palms.
Sounds good, guys. Sounds really good. All right, speed's getting down there again, about 90.
29 pounds traffic, twin Cessna
Cylinder
0
head
Charlie Romeo,
temperatures,
turning,
though, are much better.
Final full stop, 29 pounds.
Turn the manifold pressure back up a little here. So that is one thing I'm going to have to mess with in the settings, is how do I keep it from
29 Palms traffic, except 3 kilo, turning left downwind behind the helicopter, 29 Palms.
how do I keep it from sort of muting my engine sounds? That's interesting, but that's okay.
29 pounds traffic, 569 Papa Charlie, left turn onto base, runway 17.
Boy, that sounds really, really good, you guys. Really good. Alright, so I can see why we need 12,000. I'm kind of starting to wonder if I don't need 14,000 here. Now, I'm 20 miles away, and then I will be making a bit of a right-hand turn. I think probably shooting that gap. So here's where we're at. We're in between here, probably around Stone. I think we were 20 some miles away. But Palm Springs will shoot out here on the 260.
Crossing runway 26.
This is still part of Victor 37 over here towards Paradise.
We knew what you meant.
Had a real hard time
Yep.
with that one.
That's kind of what we're trying to
In front of you, actually,
Trying
you
to
couldn't see
avoid
a word
right
you were
there.
saying.
couldn't see a word you were saying. I like
29
that.
pounds traffic, twin Cessna 0 Charlie Romeo, 17
Turning final,
taxiing
runway 17, I think I got lost in clouds a minute there. There we go, yep.
Okay, so that was one of the neat new features, by the way, of
the left transmission was blocked turning left base, runway 17, 29 Palms.
one of the cool new features is as you're transmitting, you're not hearing, so there is a possibility that you could step on somebody and just continue your transmission, and you won't know it, but everyone else on frequency will hear that tone that says there's two people trying to transmit at once. So that was an example of that. That was kind of cool. All right, well, we've made it, my friends, to 12,000, and a heck of a lot faster than I thought we would. So that's good. It's time to set our cruise power 22 on the RPMs and 32 on the manifold pressure. And we're maxed out on the manifold pressure right now, and we're just about 22 on the RPMs. And then something I'm not able to do is I can't put the cowl flaps into trail by actually spinning over here, and I can't. It's just a little bit of a glitch. It'll go to on and off, but I can't. Trail is clear on the opposite side, so I'm sorry, it's open or closed. So it'll spin this way, but I can't spin it here to trail, and trail keeps the cowls open slightly to keep a little airflow, but it doesn't allow me to do that. So I either have to pull up the checklist and double click on that to get it into trail. All right, word on the street, Slant Alpha is making his appearance. I don't see him yet on my
29 pounds traffic, Twin Cessna, crossing runway 26, 29 pounds.
I don't see him up on my Twitch menu just yet, but
29 pounds traffic, 273 kilo, short final 17, 29 pounds.
all right. Glad to hear he's able to get things squared away. That's a good thing. And we'll be out in front of him. We'll be shooing the deer off the road. So now at a certain point, I'm gonna probably start losing these guys frequency-wise, and so I think at some point I'm gonna have to go over to LA Center at 2580 and just get clearance. In fact, I should probably just do that right now. Come back to this.
American 106, amendment to your route advice ready to copy. American 106, go to Aspen Airport as filed, except after Dove Creek VOR, that's Delta Victor Charlie, direct Delta Bravo Lima, direct.
Can you check that out first, we have it reference number direct to Delta Bravo.
Alright, we're going to attempt to pop up IFR here. LA Center, Douglas 5563.
Douglas 5563, LA Center, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We are inbound Palm Springs at 12,000. We'd like to pick up our IFR clearance into Catalina.
Tower 5563, contact SoCal, approach 124.5.
124.5, thanks, 5563. All right, there you go. 124. I need a more detailed map of coverage here, I think. SoCal good afternoon, Douglas 5563. That's one.
Douglas 5563, SoCal, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We just departed 29 Palms at 12,000, about 10 miles northeast of, Palm Springs, I think. We'd like to pick up our IFR into Catalina.
Register, stand by.
0 Bravo Delta is Burbank in sight.
0 Bravo Delta, clear visual.
All right, 9 miles from Palm Springs. Almost forgot where I was going. We are going to be turning 260 at that point, so I'm gonna going to spin that around and just be ready for that. And then I'm going to see if I can get this to track the outbound. I just have a hard time for some reason doing that. I can do it just by using the heading, but I should be able to use the nav lock on Palm Springs outbound 260. So that's the Palm Springs area right here. We'll probably have an airfield just off our 12 o'clock that oh, there it is right there. So that's where we're going to be shooting that gap.
Contact LA Center 125.8 today. Okay, 103 Heavy, contact LA Center 125.8 today.
Alright, cruise, I forgot to go auto lean there, so that'll give us a little bit more oomph. We were struggling to make 100 knots, and that was why.
Douglas, November 5563, SoCal approach, squawk 4750.
Squawk 4750, 5563. Alright, 4750.
Yeah, 103 Heavy.
I didn't have that turned on. That's not good. Okay, we're mode Charlie now. There we go. Actually need to, I don't want to be blinking ident the whole time, but I think we're good. On mode Charlie. Oh gosh darn it. 47. Alright, 4753. I turned it off and then it reset it here. There we go. Alright. Should be good now. You'll get a feel for where we're at. Hopefully we'll get that clearance as filed. Miles to Palm Springs.
Douglas, actually, let me give you a news. Douglas 5563, squawk 4750, please.
4750. Oh, my apologies. 4750 for Douglas 5563. 4750. Yeah, I just had the wrong squawk code in there. Alright, heading mode.
5563, radar contact over the Palm Springs VOR. Palm Springs altimeter is 2982. Altitude indicates 12,000. Please remember.
2982. Alright, there we go. We'll set that. Yeah, we're just about 12,000. That's good. Alright, so now I should be able to spin this around. And
5563, did you get is your altitude 2,000, 12,000?
Alright, maintain 12,000, Douglas 5563.
I missed your transition. Your transmission is your altitude 2,000. Need to verify that.
Oh, my apologies. I misunderstood. Affirm, our altitude is 12,000, Douglas 5563.
Douglas 5563, roger. Okay, you clear to Catalina Avalon Airport as filed. Maintain 2,000.
Clear to Catalina as filed, maintain 12,000, Douglas 5563. Alright, meanwhile, 260. So let's get this guy spun around. And we should be, let's find out. Should be able to track that guy. It's going to make a slight adjustment to the right. Not major, not major, not major. Feels like it's really wanting to come around, like almost go back. Yeah, see, and that's what happens is it flips around and always tracks toward the VOR. So that's a bummer, but all right, that's okay. We'll just track it with our. We'll just track it using heading mode. We'll be okay. We've got the heading, we've got the DME, and we'll track it out there. We need to go. We need to go out here past Garn and Alex and all that. So 13 and 22, or 13 and 21, I guess. So 54 miles will get us out here to this this intersection. What is this intersection? Banning Municipal. All right, 34, and then we'll turn inbound to Homeland. No, I'm sorry, we're going to stay on that. What am I thinking here? So 55.
Southwest 4812, contact. Yeah.
Nope, that's not right. 21 to there, 55. Yeah, so alright, I gotta do some math here. Meantime, let's spin this guy back over. Alright, so we are 13 to... So we're just past Garn. We go 13 to Alex. We go another 22 here. Gets us to the municipal banning, and then and past that is another 13. So that is... That's 44. So I don't know where that's... 44 and 9 doesn't make 55. I don't know what that is. I'll be honest with you. Maybe that's a part of this. But I'm thinking we get to Setter here, Cedar.
Radio check.
I hear you 5x5.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So anyway, at Cedar, then I think we'll track the inbound to Paradise, because then that'll be that's 21 right there. Okay.
November 0 Bravo Delta, Roger. Taxi, turn left.
So 34 gets us to Cedar. All right, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm trying to listen and do math at the same time. It's not a good combination. All right, our friend Slant Alpha is online and ready to go. And I hope he has 100 people watch tonight, because he deserves it. So in the meantime, if you're not watching him, Agent Bravo 7, she's on the ground right now, kind of getting herself ready to go as well. Super knowledgeable, talented pilot, aviator, and but again, Slant Alpha, he's our guy, and I need to figure out Downwind Sim. Do you remember the link to the that map that when we did the audio for VATSIM beta test that had, it just had the whole different looking ATC coverage map? Do you remember that? I thought you shared that link with me at one point in time. I'm trying to look back at my notes. I don't see it. Yeah, if you see it, would you share that again? I want to, because I just don't right now. I mean, I love Vatastic and all, but it's not showing me what I need in terms of
97 X-ray SoCal approach, the Los Angeles altimeter is 29901.
in terms of seeing those coverage rings. That was a really cool View.
Los Angeles altimeter 29901, sent by the Aeroman to arrival. Expect.
Because right now on Fantastic, you know, it would. I understand we got some SoCal right here, but you know we're clear out here, and he's in our we're in their coverage area. So I am chasing somebody, by the way. Somebody else is going out there to Catalina, but they started at TNP. Here's some guys behind us getting ready to go. There's Ken. There's Ken. Oh wait, we all started at TNP. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Ken's in the air. They're starting to head that way.
Douglas 563, the Ontario altimeter 2989.
2989er 5563. All right. 29er. 89er. Right about there-ish. Okay, we're on that outbound, doing pretty well. 20 miles. Again, we're looking for 34.
Number 339er 1 Tango. Runway
34 will start to track the inbound. All right, there we go. AVF. Oh man, I can't wait to show you guys this. If you don't have the ability to click on this link, here's what it looks like. And so instead of the Vatastic, the usual, this is kind of what you see now. I don't want pilot rings on there. Voice only, yeah. I don't remember exactly, but we're down here somewhere. Where are we? It may not show us.
SoCal approach, that was 514 Delta Victor.
There he
Palms, IFR 2.
is. My man. So that's us, but again, what it gives you is, well, maybe it doesn't give me what I'm looking for. LA departure. That's SoCal. I'm gonna have to get used to.
Aircraft on the ground at 29 Palms, say your call sign again.
I'm gonna have to get used to this, but it gives you a much better sense of who covers what, and so that's a pretty cool find by our elephant friend. Downwind Sim.
Expect 14,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.5, squawk 4740 for release.
Alright, clear Catalina as filed, maintain 7,000, expect 14,005, 124.5, 4740, hold for release, 5 and 4 Delta Victor.
Number 4 Delta Victor, read back correct, advise number 1 for departure.
SoCal approach, good evening, Cheyenne 161 Alpha Kilo, also at 29 Palms, request clearance to Catalina.
We've got quite a little group flight, I think, brewing up here. That's awesome. Awesome.
And 161 Alpha Kilo, LA on SoCal approach, standby.
Got it from Rob. Figures. He really truly does know everything about. I don't know if there's something he doesn't know. I mean, the dude is. He's a wealth of knowledge. Alright, so let's get back to business here because we've got some navigating to do here in just a little bit. We are 28 out, which means that we went by that Banning municipal, and so
Number 1 Alpha Kilo, cleared to Avalon Catalina Airport as filed, maintain 7,000, expect 14,000 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 4.
on another 13 miles. So at
Catalina has filed, initial climb 7,000,
34,
5 minutes, squawk 4712, hold for release.
probably could tune that guy in right now, but we're going to hang on the outbound just for a little bit here because as I learned from Slan Alpha, that these Victor Airways are not always straight, and so you should try to always. And this one actually I should have switched over right here, so I'm actually behind the 8-ball a little bit. I should have switched to banning. There's that little symbol right there that shows you the halfway. So anyway, it's not exactly always a straight line with these Victor Airways. So, alright, so Paradise is 112.2. So we're going to tune that in. And now we can fly. It's not going to be, I mean, in this case you can see it's not a huge difference. It's still generally straight, but we want to try to do it by the book here if possible. Alright, so
Roger, taxi.
right now this VATSIM, audio for VATSIM map, it looks like a complete mess, but that's because literally I think every airspace is lit up right now. Almost every airspace. There's just a few that aren't. You know, US is pretty well covered here.
Heading descend 4,000. Vectors for visual approach. Clipper 9.
Alright, so we're 19 miles out from Paradise. Can't believe I haven't done this yet. Take a look at the sights and sounds, my friend. What's that, man? That is an airplane. Are you the junior first officer?
Clipper 97 X-ray, turn right.
Alright, go play with your mom.
Report the Los Angeles Airport in sight. Descend and maintain 2,500.
Always good to have the check-in from the little guy.
60, descend to 2,500. Clipper 97 X-ray.
Okay, so after Paradise, we need to be making a slight left-hand turn, 238 down here to Los Alamitos. That's a pretty short little track here, and that also has one of those track it outbound halfway points. So we'll head out here. I think it's 15 total on the outbound. Then we'll track the rest inbound, and yeah, then it's time to get serious. We're 31 miles away.
Turn right heading 230. Report the airport site.
Heading 230, and we have the airport inside. Clipper 97 X-ray.
Clipper 97 X-ray, clear visual approach runway 24 right.
Clear visual approach runway 24 right. Clipper 97 X-ray.
.238. We got that ready to go. We got that ready to make the turn. When we get closer here, we're a little over 11 miles out.
7 X-ray contact LA Tower 120.905. Good day.
LA Tower 120.905, 3.907 X-ray, good day.
So it's this kind of stuff that can cause problems out there at Catalina, by the way. It can be pretty nice and clear all over the place, but you get that marine stuff going, and it's a little bit, honestly, a little bit like Nantucket out there in the Northeast. So it will be kind of interesting to see as we get closer. It's still showing clear, 240 at 7, clear conditions, 2994, and yeah, not much really to speak of. Catalina, just looking ahead here since I've got about 6 miles. Runway 22 and runway 4. So we'll take 22, which will be pretty much a straight shot in, honestly. There is a VOR DME approach. We might take a look at it here and just see. Might just shoot the visual just to keep it simple, depending on how much traffic we have around us. So keep it queued up just in case. Looks like Rob is on the taxi, so that's good.
Cheyenne 161 Alpha Kilo, SoCal, cleared for release. Clearance void if not off by 0125. Report everyone this frequency, change to advisory frequency approved.
Roger, release approved, and we'll call an airborne on this frequency switch.
I see we have, again, we have a Diamond 62, DA62 out in front of us, so we're not going to catch that guy. And Ken is in his Baron behind us. He's probably going to catch us. We're only doing about 130 right now. Got this bug that's dive bombing me here. Alright, there we go. We just passed our VOR, so let's engage heading mode, make our left-hand turn. We are going to track, again, 238 on the outbound. 1, 2, I think that's pretty close, 238. Yep, that's going to get us in the neighborhood.
SoCal departure, United 660 is with you, climbing through 3000 for 5. United 660, this is SoCal approach, contact departure on 124.3. Oh, sorry about that, 124.3 for 660.
The best thing about tonight so far is I've had absolutely zero of those little text, you know, when it makes the staticky sound, like, you know, when somebody shoots a text over Unicom. That's the best. Alright, so I think I overshot that turn just a little bit, so we're going to spin it around at 230. Just see if we can get back on that outbound. Again, we want 12 We're heading out there 27 miles.
Douglas 563, John Wing, altimeter 2990.
2990 5563. Alright, there we go. We're picking that up nicely. We may have a little wind here pushing us around too. That might have contributed, but 27 miles gets us to the halfway point. Paradise to Los Alamos. Alright, we'll put her back on 238 outbound. Let's just see how well we hold that. Getting into some clouds here. That looks pretty cool. Very, very nice.
SoCal, Cheyenne 161 Alpha Kilo, airborne, passing 5,800.
What is this bug that's dive bombing me here?
Squawk altitude, and identity.
SoCal approach, Baron 119 Kilo Papa at 14,000.
There's our guy Ken Pryor.
19 Kilo Papa.
Sounded good, Ken.
Approach, Palm Springs, altimeter 2983. Giant 1 Alpha Kilo, I'm not seeing your altitude reporting. Can you change transponder on, please?
Our transponder is on standby.
Cheyenne 1 Alpha Kilo, radar contact 24 miles northeast of Palm Springs VOR. Altitude K7000. Climb maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, Cheyenne 1 Alpha Kilo.
SoCal Douglas 514 Delta Victor's number 1 at 29 miles.
Number 514, Delta Victor, SoCal, release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 0125. Report airborne this frequency. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Hi, report airborne this frequency would have not off by 0125. Change to advisories approved 54 Delta Victor.
Douglas 563, descend to maintain 7,000.
Descend to maintain 7,000, 5563. Alright, that's us. Can we do it?
Douglas 563, contact approach 124.3 today.
2430, Douglas 5563. Alright, so that's why. Yeah, don't you dare. Alright, 2430. Let's get that tuned in here first. And then we're down to 7,000. I think we will go 1,000 feet per minute. SoCal, good afternoon. Douglas 5563. We're descending from 12,000 to 7. That was a terrible check-in. No position report, no intentions inbound.
November 5563, SoCal approach. Hello.
That was really a terrible check-in. Luckily he found us. Yeah, not good, not good. Man, I should have said something to the effect of, you know, 16 miles west of Paradise, descending, or 12,000 descending 7. Yeah, won't be the last time I mess up my phraseology here, but like I say, he found it.
Number 5563, Santa Catalina, altimeter 2996. Say approach request.
2996, and we'd like to visual runway 22, November 5563.
November 5563, Roger, report Avalon Airport inside.
We'll report the field inside, 5563. Sorry, dude. I'm kind of at a bad time here, man. Nope, 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 nope. Go, 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 go. Alright, so... just about 6 miles from tuning in Los Alamitos, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. You're gonna hit your head, dude.
November 5563, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, 5563. Alright, we're on our way down. On our way down. Elevation is about 1,600 feet, so we want to keep that in mind here. Three more miles. Probably not going to get too far off here, so we'll go ahead and just look at the Los Alamitos. It's Seal Beach. That's the VOR, so 1570. Spin that over. Picking that up. It's inbound 058, so yeah, we have slid ever so slightly off of that course here. Oh, what in the world? I'm right over the top of it. Holy cow. I don't know what happened there, but we need to actually go 220, or sorry, 202. And I actually think I know what I just did. I saw the whole leg and thought it was, alright, the whole leg is 27. It's only 15 to my switchover point, and I'll show you here in just a second. Yeah, that was a dumb mistake. 1450. Now I was like, no wonder he's wanting me to report the field in sight. So 1415. We can tune that in maybe directly here and get our bearing back. 1415. Negatory. We don't have that quite yet. So back to Seal Beach, 1570. And we'll track that on our way out. 220 is what we're looking for here. Yep, we turn just, no, 202. Alright, 20012. Yep, so we turned just a hair early. So let's go about 195 and pick that up on the outbound. Right there's our island. And there is a little bit of a mist layer there, I guess. Want to pay attention to. I'm going to go ahead and put Santa Catalina number 2 here. 1415. That way I know when it becomes active. Darn it. I'll be down here when that guy comes active. We'll know we're in business. Again, this is only a 30. I'm going to double check that. It's only a 31 mile leg. All right, here's what I think I did. I saw this 27, and I thought the 27 was right here to the changeover spot. Well, if it's in the box, 27 is the entire leg here from VOR to VOR. So, yeah, that's why I ended up on Los Alamitos a lot sooner than I thought I would. Fortunately for me, this was a pretty straight leg, even though it had a halfway point, inbound, outbound point. Now, this does not. This is a directly straight leg, so as soon as I can pick up Santa Catalina, I'm going to track that baby. I did fly right through the red circle, and that what that says is security only. Douglas DC-3s permitted in area. Valid until further notice. So, yeah, I'm good, really. Thanks for checking on me, though. So we're looking for this guy to count up here to 31. And then the airfield is actually a little bit... Well, we shall see. Alright, my question now is, I think I maybe have to stay with this guy all the way in. So that'll be kind of nice. I'll get cleared and he will talk me through the approach and all that fun stuff. I do see somebody down in that area. Looks like they may be vectoring for the VOR approach. I still think I see the weather, and it's still saying clear. 10 statute miles of visibility, no clouds anywhere. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, so I need to, with any luck.
November 5563, Avalon Airport, 12 o'clock, 14 miles. Additional traffic will be 1 o'clock, 11 miles. Altitude indicates 3,600, type of mountain.
Okay, we're looking for the airfield and the traffic, 5563. So yeah, I see him on my fantastic map, but he's out here flying somewhere. Again, I'm pretty sure he's on the, if he's heading out northbound, I would guess he's on the VOR DME approach. We're still not picking this up, even though we are only 14 miles away. 1415, just double checking. Yep, that's what we want. 1450, 114.15. And we're down to 5,000. Boy, we're making good airspeed here. We don't need to be quite so quick. But lower altitude, that's kind of what happens. This back. 22 and 32 was my cruise here. Just got a little bit quick. Need to keep an eye on that manifold pressure throughout and make sure we don't overheat.
November 5563, descend and maintain 3,300.
Descend and maintain 3,300, November 5563. Alright, which is right exactly where the traffic in front of us is at. Which I'm still not seeing, and I'm not seeing the airfield either.
November 5563, traffic now 12 o'clock, 7 miles, altitude indicates 3,300 maneuvering.
Negative contact with the traffic, 5563. Where is he? airfield. Okay. November 5563, we have the airfield in sight.
November 5563, clear visual approach to Avalon Airport. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach to this frequency. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Change to advisory, we'll report IFR cancellation, November 5563. Alright. 2280. I need to remember 23. Oh, I can't do that, dang it. Alright. I had you. Okay, so now I've lost it. Dang it. What the heck? Alright, we're going to turn northbound here. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, 10 miles to the northwest of the airfield. We're going to enter a left downwind for runway 22 Catalina. Alright, so Catalina. I'm not actually going to quite be on the downwind here, but it'll at least get me kind of out and about that way. Still haven't picked up the VOR. That's the weirdest thing. Sucker never did come online. 1415. I'll just plug that in just in case. I don't. Yep, that thing is just not. Alright, so not quite downwind, but yeah, get the rough idea. So 220, we're going to say that's about where we need to go here, so we're going to turn westbound here. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563. Turning left base, runway 22 at 3,000 feet. Catalina, 3,300 actually. And this runway, by the way, is 3,000 feet long, man. We've got tons of room. Tons of room. Quite a ways away from the airport, I believe. Here, it gets right in there. Downwind sim, can I borrow your binoculars? Tons of room for a pro like me. I may have to fly midfield here, just to. I'm well above pattern altitude, but I don't want to get too low. I did lose the field, I will admit. I didn't lose the field. It's over there. I know it's over there somewhere. So I didn't completely lose the field. Okay, I lost the field. Yeah, we'll find it. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, turning final runway 22, Catalina. It's on the top of a hill. Okay, that's good to know. Local knowledge is really good. I have been in here one time. Okay, I think... No, that's not it. Oh, crap. Where are you? Okay, yes, we've lost our airfield. Lost sight of our airfield. We are on a... I might be back over here, guys. Yeah, it might be right there, actually. Alright, we're going to just hand fly this bad boy. Come on, come around, bring it around town. Luckily, Ken Pryor is way behind us here, so he's not looking at us laughing too hard. Oh my goodness. I have... It's kind of along the eastern edge here. I'm almost positive, but for the life of me, I have no idea where the heck it is. Alright, let's get that thing out of the way. Alright, now we're heading almost back to the east, which is definitely not runway 220. Yeah. So the only thing I remember about it is it's kind of along the eastern side of the island. So I'm thinking that I actually just went too far on my base leg here. And I'm thinking it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be right around the corner here. So I'm almost going back completely due east at this point in time. Okay, we're maintaining though 3,300, which is good. Our speed's not bad. We could toss flaps in at any moment here, but I'm hoping we'll get around the corner here and be able to... Is that it? Is that it right there? Oh, sure enough. Alright, I'm going to have to do that again. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563. We're going to be flying midfield and entering a left traffic pattern. Catalina. Yeah, so there it was. It was just... I just overshot my base leg, I think, and that did me in. So let's take a look again, get a feel for where we're at. I do have somebody, I think that might be... Oh, that's a guy flying from San Diego to San Francisco. He doesn't care. Yep, alright, that's definitely it. So, went way too far on my base leg. Way too far. See if anybody's on the ground there. I wonder if the one guy that was ahead of me is down there. Might be a plane down there. Alright, well, take two. At least I found it, and we're not on the ground yet, so the Catalina curse, it may affect us as well here. The Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, we're turning left downwind runway 22, Catalina. Do you report your altitude every time also, downwind, Sim, when you're making these calls? Should I be saying 5563 at 3,300, turning left downwind runway 22? Probably shouldn't. Probably should have. If you're not at traffic altitude, which I'm really not, because I should be at about 2,600. So we trim down here and lose a little bit of altitude. Okay, if you're in the pattern, altitude is assumed. Ah, good to know. All right, so we are in runway 22. So let's fly the actual downwind out here. Should be approximately 040. And let's go through our taxi before landing checklist. So mixture is going to come up to auto rich. Our props, go to high RPM. Cowl flaps have been on trail the whole time. We're going to put the boost pumps. Oh, they've been actually on the whole time, darn it. And landing lights have also been on the whole time. Oh, I'm getting a contact here. Now, I just got a contact from LA departure. Alright, I need to check in here and do this right. Gotta concentrate. Catalina traffic. Douglas 5563. We are turning left base runway 22, Catalina. This is going to be a short base turn because I didn't really get myself too far away from where I was supposed to be. I may be doing this again. I'm still at 3,000 or so. I gotta lose some altitude here, brother. Let's see where we're at. So gotta pause again. I think I see it. I've overshot it again. Oh no, I'm sim locked. Okay, there we go. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, turning final runway 22, Catalina. And I did overshoot it again, so this won't be the prettiest. Because I'm also trying to text with LA Center, who thought I was trying to go into their airspace. Yep, I've overshot it, but okay. This at least is doable. Flaps a quarter. Airspeed looks good. Alright. Tail wheel is locked. Altitude is still saying, do I have that? I don't want any of that. Oh, I have autopilot on still for altitude. No wonder I'm not losing any altitude. Okay. Okay. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563 on the short final runway 22, Catalina. Flaps 1/2 and gear coming down. We did overshoot that base turn just a little bit. If I was going to do this again, I'd fly directly over midfield and I would enter actually a right-hand traffic pattern, and it would be, I think, a little bit easier for me to see anyway. Maybe not. Flaps 3/4. We are awfully high still. So we may not be done yet. We may be going around again. Flaps full. Yeah, we're way too high. We are going to have to try this one more time, my friend. Unfortunately. Yeah. Catalina traffic. Douglas 5563, we're going around runway 22. We'll be turning right crosswind and entering right traffic for runway 22, Catalina. Yep, I was way too high, and that was, I thought I was descending, and was not. So, but we do know where we're at now. Looks like it's about 225 on the heading, so I'll make a note of that. And I'll get down to, again, about 2,000, oh, no, a little bit low now. 2,600 will be where I want to be. Gear up, and we'll go flaps up. So I may fart around here and give everybody else a chance to catch up to me. I might have Ken Pryor going, what's the deal, dude? You left like an hour before me. Why are you still here? Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, turning right, crosswind, runway 22, Catalina. Well, if nothing else, I'm getting lots of practice making my Unicom calls. I do think, though, that runway looks like it's going to be doable. Let's just see if I can actually fly a good pattern for once. If I could actually fly a decent traffic pattern, I'd have half a chance at pulling this off. But if I don't, how much fuel do I have? Am I getting low here? Oh, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Okay, 2,100. I think officially 2,600 is where I would like to be, but let's get out here a little ways. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, turning right downwind, runway 22, Catalina. Alright, let's try to actually do this properly. Time does it get dark around here, by the way? Might have to aim for LAX here at some point. Alright, there we go. That's downwind. There's our airfield. Okay, that's much better. We are a little bit low here, I think, still. 2,300. Not too bad. 300 feet below pattern altitude. I can live with that. I'm going to keep our speed down here around 100. I think that's just fine. And, alright, disappearing behind us. First officer's having himself a look-see. Alright, we're doing good there. Whoops, nose got down slightly. Alright, leveled out here on the downwind. Okay, I think we're about ready here. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, turning right base, runway 22, Catalina. Should have set a notch of flaps right there. So we're going to be short final here. Okay, coming around, coming around, coming around. Okay, that looks good. Toss some flaps in, put our gear down. I think we've got a much better profile here. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563, turning final, runway 22, Catalina. Alright, we'll try this one more time downwind. Let's see if we can make this happen. Oops, a little bit early on the turn. Second notch of flaps. Alright, liking this much better. Much better, much better. Full flaps. Still just a bit high, aren't I? This is proving to be more challenging than I thought. Man, I am still just too dang high. I'm just going to say I'm doing pattern work out here. Alright. Might be a touch and go. We'll see. Alright, we are down. Let's see if our brakes get us stopped. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Catalina. Airport in the sky or something. I mean, doesn't it have like a nickname? I don't know. We made her down, that's the main thing. And looks like there might actually be somebody here. Is that you, downwind? Are you watching? Somebody's over there parked with their lights on. Catalina traffic, Douglas 5563 is clear, runway 22. We're going to taxi via Alpha back to the ramp, 5563. Alright, somebody's over there. Looks like they're in some sort of a Cessna. Okay, so in the debrief, I'm going to have to talk about the fact that it would have been better had I just came straight into the airport and then made a right traffic pattern as opposed to a left-hand pattern. Only because I think I would have had a much better look and feel for just where I was at, because I did initially have the field and then I lost it, and so that ended up being the cause of an initial go around, and then go around number 2 was just my fault. Well, both of them were my fault, but hello. We're going to taxi across the grass here because I haven't been on a taxiway all night long. But yeah, I think, what should I do here? Where should I park? I think we're going to park. I'm going to park here in the grass, just because if somebody's coming in to land, I want to have a look at it here. So we will pull off, make some room for the next guy, and all right, all in all though, feels pretty good to be down on the ground. Let's get off the taxiway just a little bit more, and then we'll might even just, yeah, I'm not going to worry about taking a look at it. I think I'm going to shut things down, and before I do that though, yeah, we are just going to pull everything back here. Let's get power shut off and everything buttoned up here. Fuel pumps going to come off. The generators come off. All the lights off. Inverter. Oh, I need to check in here real fast with SoCal, don't I? 2450. You know, it was, I think I lost who I was supposed to check in with. Oh, wait a second. 24. It was 2530, I believe, but I think they're gone now. 2450. And we'll check in. We'll check in with SoCal and just see. SoCal departure Douglas 5563.
Douglas 5563, SoCal, go.
Yes, sir. On the ground, Catalina. I think our approach controller has logged out, but we just wanted to report IFR cancellation.
Douglas 5563, roger, IFR cancellation received.
That was pretty dang cool. So the CTAF.
American 21, expect visual approach runway 25 left.
All right, we're going to go ahead and turn that off. So the CTAF frequency for everything right now is still just Unicom 122.8, and I do think in what I've heard, what I've read is that they are eventually going to go to where you can actually use those CTAFs for the individual airports, but for now it's just a universal 2280. All right, I think brakes are set, and I think we are pretty well good. Let me just take a peek and see how close. It looks like I have somebody coming in here potentially I do see, well, I don't see Ken. Ken was on our 6 for a while there. Now this is William Temple coming in. And there's Rob. All right, there's a guy in the Beach Baron. There's a guy in an AC-80. Oh, he's going to San Diego. This guy's in a PAY-2. Is that Piper Arrow? Is that what that is? PAY-2? I don't even know what that is. Yep, Slant Alpha Adventures Gang. Oh, I should have put that in my remarks. Darn it. I'm always the last guy to know. Okay, here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I am going to kind of call it good for the stream. I'm going to stay on the VATSIM network, though, and I'm going to keep watching guys coming in. Be like a little landing contest. So let me real quick. We can't end the stream without a little music, right? Let me tell you what I've got coming up. The rest of this week's going to be a fun week. Friends of the channel. If I can get some music going here, it's going to be a fun week. Here's what I've got planned coming up here anyway. I'm gonna do my regularly scheduled Wednesday stream. Actually, on Thursday, there's an event up in the Boston area. We're going to be taking the Captain Sim 737-200 from Philadelphia to Boston. It's going to be part of their regular regional event that they have. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be right back down in this area, SoCal. We're going to be doing some more practice with our Unicom phraseology. I'll be in the 808 Cessna 182. Not sure where I'm going to fly just yet. Maybe I'll fly out of Catalina to somewhere, I don't know. But that's the plan for the rest of this week. And Downwind Sim, thanks for checking in, man. I hope you're able to get your ducks in a row. Maybe join me on Thursday. Bust out that Mad Dog and let's fly from Philly up to Boston, man. It should be fun. Or you know, let's get the Beaver out and let's buzz around some of these strips down here in SoCal. But one way or another, man, it'd be good to fly with you again. So hope you're able to do that. But if not, thanks for checking in tonight. It was good talking to you. Thanks for the help as always. Thanks ATC. That was really, really cool. I see nothing but good things happening with this particular voice codec, and I think it's really, like I predicted last night. Oh, there's somebody coming in. I think it's really going to open up things for especially the GA pilot, which is stuff I like to do. I like the GA, I like the bush flying, I like the vintage birds, and so anyway, hope if you stumble across this later on, hope you come back, click the little whatever it is, follow button, and you'll get notification of when we come on. So that's it for me tonight. And until next time, catch you on the TCAS. God bless.